You do get, unfortunately, in the U.S., because there's no effective gun control, you get mass killings almost every day.
It's very interesting to understand the difference between war and genocide. But I think killing of human life is of some way or form, whether in any preconditions, should sit under killing of humans.
Well, sure. I mean, just in
because as you said, in the end, genetically, Jews were not different than anybody else. They are all are humans.
Right.
Human lives lost as human lives lost.
Well, indeed. There's murder, which is a crime.
You're
but
right.
Not every murder is a genocide.
You're right. You're right. At scale.
Well, I mean, you do get, unfortunately, in the U.S., because there's no effective gun control, you get mass killings almost every day. People will just, and a lot of them are mentally ill, and they'll just shoot into a crowd without any real explanation, rational explanation. It's obviously a crime, but it's not necessarily genocide. It just could be a form of mental illness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How has the global dialogue on human rights matured? Have people across, whether mostly democratic nations or nation states, how aligned they are on the conversation? Where do you see where the power struggle at the global level sits?
Well, again, that's more, it's difficult to answer in a general sort of way, but I would say in terms of China and killing of Falun Gong for their organs, what I see is a variety of approaches. I mean, there's now a treaty, Council of Europe Treaty Against Trafficking in Human Organs, but only 15 ratifying states out of a potential of 192. There's been a recommendation in Australia, the Parliament, that Australia sign and ratify it, and they haven't said no, but they haven't done it either. And I would say it's difficult to answer that question in a general sort of way. I think it depends on the specific country you're dealing with, the specific country that's dealing with them, what the specific human rights issue is. And I would say also, of course, what we're seeing is, as I said before, continually evolving forms of human rights violations, so that partly the result of continually evolving technology, and so that we're always dealing with new phenomena like this transnational repression is something that really wasn't happening in the past. Even transplantation didn't exist during World War II, and we're dealing with it now. And so I would say that, and as geopolitics changes, the attitude of human rights changes too, because China wasn't in the past as big as a political and economic player as it is now, and that impacts on the relationships people have with China and how they react to it. My general view of human rights is, to a certain extent, we're always playing catch-up, because the technology evolves, the abuses evolve, and the people who set in place the systems that are being abused didn't imagine the abuses at the time they set them in place. I mean, I'm confident that the people who developed transplant technology didn't develop transplant technology to kill political prisoners, and probably never imagined it would be used for that purpose, but it is. So now we have to deal with it, and there's this constant evolutionary problem.